What's up everyone? Welcome to the very first inaugural episode of Building Endor in LEGO here on the channel. It's been like 5 or 6 months since the last In-Access episode and the finale. It's been a very long time. I also took the last week and a half off. I've been working on a lot of stuff off the scenes, behind the scenes. Some stuff you'll figure out, some stuff you just don't need to know, but nonetheless, more importantly, we are here and we are ready to start a new era, a new chapter of this channel. Of course, today's video, we're gonna be going over everything that's important about Endor, the minifigures, the brand new sponsor we have here on the channel. Of course, I do want to talk about my plans, all that kind of stuff, which we will get into. But before we go ahead and get started, I want to give a huge thank you to Zach for making that intro for me. Guys, if you want to make your own custom intro, he also does offer that service. I'll leave Zach's email down below. So if you guys are wanting to make an intro sequence for your own build series, or for maybe even just your channel in general, go email Zach, let him know that I sent you, and he'll be able to hook you up. Now, first things first, I do want to start off with our brand new series sponsor. You guys, if you've been with me through Kessel and through Crate, and through In-Access, you'll know that Kessel was the very first project we did here on the channel that actually had a company to sponsor it. That was Brick Stuff. And In-Access, we also had Brick Stuff rejoining us again along with Minifigs for You. This time around, we have a completely new sponsor. I do want to give a huge thank you to Firestar Toys for sponsoring the entire Building Endor series. They have sponsored me with a whole bunch of really cool custom printed arms. More stuff will be coming along the way very soon. I have some stuff that I'm going to be putting on the minifigures to show you in today's video. So let's give them a nice warm welcome here to the family. Firestar Toys, thank you for sponsoring the series. If you guys want to go ahead, shop Firestar Toys, use my coupon code BrickWiz15. You'll save 15% off, and you'll also help me here on the channel. So go check out their links down below in the description. Once again, welcome Firestar Toys to the series. Now that being said, wow, feels good. I'm not gonna lie, I actually took 5 different takes because I just didn't know how to start these videos. It's been so long, but we're here. You can also tell we're in a brand new room. This isn't my normal bedroom. We're in a studio, maybe, guys. Tomorrow, studio tour drops, 12 p.m. Eastern time. Don't miss it. We got a huge studio now. It's awesome. It's what I spent a large portion of this past week redoing, remodeling, getting it ready for the brand new series. So make sure you guys subscribe down below. Now, of course, we're going to be talking all things about Endor and all that kind of stuff in today's video. There will be no physical build progress in today's video, other than me putting on some custom printed arms, showing you some minifigures that I'll be using throughout the entirety of the mock series. So if you guys are looking forward to physical progress, today's not going to be the video for you. As with every pretty much first week in a build series, it's mostly just talking about what I want to do, showing you guys reference images of what I'm thinking, and helping me to come up with ideas to make those visions become a reality as the series progresses. But nonetheless, guys, we have a fun, action-packed, exciting episode of Endor. So guys, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe down below. You're not going to want to miss any of these videos coming up. We are starting and embarking on a new era, a new chapter in this channel's life. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So before we go ahead and get on into any of the other things like the planning and the brand new Firestar Toy stuff, I figured it'd be important to show you guys what exactly we're working with here, the sizes and dimensions. I originally planned Endor to be 4x4. So it was going to be 4 base plates in width and 4 base plates in length. And now that being said, as I was going through the plans, which we'll get into in a little bit, what I ended up realizing was that with all the things I wanted to include in Endor, 4x4 was not going to be enough. So I think the final size that we're going to be working with here for Endor is 4x5. That's 20 gray base plates. You can see we still have to do some sorting. I'm still missing a few base plates over on that end, but it's really nice to finally have just a nice clean slate. It's really cool feeling to have just like a blank canvas, you know, when you're working with a project, working with a mock. It's just super relaxing to have just a clean slate. You can do whatever you want with it, and that's like one of the most exciting things. Of course, we have a new studio, new setup. I will be diving more into the studio tour tomorrow, so stay tuned. But I figured first week of Endor, it was important to give you guys an establishing shot, show you what exactly we're working with, how big it is going to be, and it's pretty large. I mean, let's take, for instance, this is one Stormtrooper minifigure here, 2016. And that's how large this project's going to be. By no means is it my largest one, but I think it's going to be my most, I want to say, exciting. It's going to be so many cool things going on. But again, wanted to give you guys first an establishing shot. Now let's jump over to the Firestar Toy stuff and show you what we got going on over there. Alrighty, so this bin right here has all of my Imperial Empire themed minifigures here. You got here a bag of all the Scout Troopers. Obviously, we're not going to use this many on Endor. We also have a whole bunch of the Ewoks for the villages and for some other cool scenes, but most importantly here we have a whole bin of all the Empire Troopers. So first things first, we're going to actually unbox the stuff that I got from Firestar Toys. Again, like I said, Firestar Toys is the sponsor of the brand new series, so huge thank you to Paul, especially from Firestar Toys, for helping us set this up. Like I say, guys, if you want to go ahead and check out Firestar Toys, use coupon code BrickWiz15. So here, I know it looks very, very small, this very small bag of just a whole bunch of arms. So we're going to actually be opening a decent amount of them. I don't think we're going to be putting on all of them in this week's episode, but I will show you guys each of the different types of minifigures I plan on using. Of course, I do actually plan on making some changes as well. So we're going to be getting some more minifigures, some more custom arms, especially as the series progresses. But let's go ahead and cut to a time lapse. I'm going to open up a whole bunch of these, put them on the minifigures, and we'll see how they look. Alrighty, so after maybe like 20 minutes, I put on a bunch of arms for a bunch of different types of guys, but here are primarily the ones that have the arms, although the shock trooper on the left here doesn't actually have any custom printed arms yet. I have to look at Firestar and see if it's something they offer. But the most important ones we got are the Inferno Squad, the Stormtrooper arms, and the Death Trooper arms, all of which look phenomenal. You can see here in the front we have Iden Versio, who is going to be playing a pretty big role in the Endor mock, and she does have the custom printed arms, which looks absolutely fantastic. To the right of Iden Versio, we have just the standard Stormtrooper. This is the Rogue One version. It was from, I think, 2015 or 2016. I got 50 of those, so we're going to be putting on a bunch of arms as the series progresses. I'm probably going to be doing this in the first maybe week or two, or maybe even just waiting until the finale, since it's not really that important. Obviously the arms and the minifigures are something that usually comes last. And then at the very far right here, you can see here we have the Death Trooper arms. I actually only got 5 of these. The more times that you guys actually use my code, again, BrickWiz15 at firestartoys.com, the more likely I am to get some more product and more stuff to use in the mock. But I'm going to be getting a whole bunch more arms, which is going to be super cool. But this is like a pretty good start. Now, as far as other minifigures that we're going to be using go, we also do have the Scout Trooper right here. I feel like if you're building Endor, you definitely need that Scout Trooper back there. As far as other Imperial figures go, I actually don't have the rest I want to use. As far as other Imperial minifigures go, here's going to be a TIE Pilot. It's going to be pretty much just like on one of the platforms in the mock, which we'll talk about in a little bit, but there are actually a ton more. We have Imperial crew members in both the sort of light gray and the black, which I don't have yet. Gonna be getting those very soon, hopefully. And of course, the only other like notable figures that we're gonna use, of course, is the Ewok. This isn't really, you know, the Empire. Obviously, the Empire is the ones who are going against the Ewoks, but it is something cool I wanted to show you guys. Of course, there are different types of Ewoks. We have the ones from the Ewok Village, and this right here is the one from the Ewok Battle Action Attack, or Endor Action Battle, whatever that set is, which I have a pretty decent amount of, so that's gonna be cool. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna have a lot more minifigures. Of course, the Rebels are gonna be sort of non-uniform. They're gonna be like pretty rugged, obviously, going with Battlefront 2, but this is pretty much all the Empire troopers minus maybe 2 or 3, which again will be coming towards the end or maybe even like the middle of the series. But yeah, so these are all the minifigures. Again, the only ones with the Firestar toy arms are the Inferno Squad, Stormtrooper, and Death Troopers. I will, of course, be trying to get more of those and more different unique arms and figures for the series as we continue, but as of right now, pretty decent start. But like I said, minifigures aren't really too important as of right now in the progress we're building. That being said, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the planning for the Endor mock itself. All right, so I've showed you guys the space we're working with, all the Firestar toys, equipment. Let's talk a little bit about what's most important, and that is the actual design, the floor plan, what exactly I'm building in Endor. So you can see there's a 4x5 grid. Each of them represents a gray base plate, so we have 20 gray base plates in total. At the very top, you can see here we have some random words. These are like the most important things I wanted to include with the project itself. Of course, this can change over time, but these are like the sort of basics I wanted to include in Endor. We have the lake, Inferno Squad, AT-AT, Ewok Hunt section, and then the shuttle and AT-AT platforms. Now the lake also does include the Ewok Village, which is actually the thing we're probably going to start off with first. So the Ewok Village on the lake is one of the most important things for me. I know I've seen a lot of Endor mocks, and you know, a lot of Endors we see always have the Ewok villages in the trees, which is fine. I'm probably gonna end up doing those as well because it's just so iconic, but not too many of them have it on the lake. And this is actually something from Battlefront 1. I'll put a screenshot right here. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a really cool idea, a really cool concept to make an Endor. It's something that will separate your mock from a lot of other Endor projects. So that's what we're gonna work on. So this sort of 2x2 area is going to be comprised of the lake and then of course the Ewok village on the lake. The dark shaded section represents some like deeper water. I'm not too sure what I'm doing for water just yet, but that's just in case. And then the lightly shaded, darker shaded areas are just the water in general. You can see here we have 5 or 6 different platforms for the Ewok teepees. There's going to be 2 larger segments and 3 shorter ones, and this is all going to be that Ewok village on the lake. And you'll see here the lake pretty much runs up almost the entirety of the left side of the mock, and then you see these arrows right here. That's going to represent the shoreline. So that's where, you know, the grass is going to meet the water. That sort of brown shore. That's what we're going to be building and that kind of stuff. Now, also in the front here, we do have a creek. This is essentially a part that goes through the entirety of the project itself. It's also going to be where the AT-AT's housed. So we're going to basically have the AT-AT walking on the water itself in the creek. I think it's going to make for a really nice aesthetic, especially with like the water sort of bouncing up as the AT-AT walker leg is sort of crashing down. So that's going to be a really cool thing. We'll also include some smaller details, you know, some like wooden logs, maybe even a waterfall or something like that, but this is just the general direction of where that lake's going to be. On the bottom right here, we have an Inferno Squad platform. This is going to actually be from Battlefront 2. This is a part I want to make because I thought the campaign in Battlefront 2 was actually pretty good. I love the concept of Inferno Squad, so we're going to be putting that platform in that very first mission on Endor with Inferno Squad, where they have to like sort of steal the TIE fighters and escape. I think it's going to make a really cool scene, so we're going to be doing something similar like that. A bunch of cool TIE fighters, a really cool scene, Inferno Squad fighting the rebels. I think it's going to make for something really cool. As you go toward the top right hand here, you have a small section dedicated to Ewok Hunt. This is one of my favorite game modes in Battlefront 2 and just overall in all of Star Wars. I used to play it a lot on my live streams with a lot of buddies like Anthony, Mason, Daniel, Jack, Matt as well. So it's going to be really cool, like Easter egg scene. We're going to have some really fun stuff going on over there. That's going to be more of a surprise for later. And I think this will also be this section where I'm going to put all the donors. You guys know, anyone who contributes to the channel and donations during Endor live streams, they will eventually get, you know, a spot in the mock if they donate a certain amount. I think that's where we're going to be putting those people. You also see in between all these different areas, there's like these little circles that just represents like the trees, the foliage, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be sort of going around everything. And then the other 2 main aspects of the mock here in the middle up top here, we have the AT-AT platform. This is something that's in Ewok Hunt. It's in the Battlefront 2 campaign map. It's also in the Battlefront 2 multiplayer map. It's just a giant platform that has like some towers for the AT-AT and stuff. This will also give me a good opportunity to make gray in the mock. Obviously we have a lot of green, a lot of brown, a lot of forest colors, but having this platform, especially since it's going to be probably one of the more tall things in the project, having it in the background is going to make for a really nice look. And then also to the left here, we're going to have a shuttle platform that's actually in Battlefront 1. It's a really cool like circular platform. It sort of goes into the mountain, which I'm not sure how we're going to do it. I also have the idea of doing it like in the Heroes and Villains Endor, where it's basically a strip of landing shuttles and then we have like bunkers on either side. That's going to be something we'll just probably decide in the later ends of the series. But like I said, guys, this whole thing is subject to change. I can make changes whenever I need to, and if there's anything you guys want to let me know about the project, what do you think I should change, what do you think I should add or take away, of course let me know down below in the comments. But other than that, this is the day 1 design sort of sketch of what we're working with for Endor. Let me know what you guys think. I think there's a lot of cool things that most importantly make this mock different than a lot of Endor mocks, which is the most important thing for me. Doing something different that many people haven't done before. I'm really excited to see these floor plans come to life in the next few months. So let me know what you guys think about that. But with that being said, that wraps up everything important in week 1. Let's head to the outro. So everybody, that brings a close to week 1 of building Endor. It's been a really fun video to make, I'm not gonna lie. It's been really exciting to get back into this format, talking with the camera, showing you everything about a mock that I'm making. It's a really refreshing experience. So I do want to say a huge thank you to all you guys for staying tuned, watching throughout the entire video, most importantly being very patient. I know it's been 5 months since I announced Endor as my next project. Of course, some things did come up. Most importantly, I was not able to work because of the pandemic, all that kind of stuff. So a bunch of different things sort of delayed Endor from being started. But nonetheless, we're here today, starting the series, and I got a really good head start planned for the next 3 or 4 weeks. Now, of course, with every single outro in the episode, I like to give you guys sort of a roadmap of where we're going the next few weeks. Next week, we're going to be starting to work on the water, the lake, all that kind of stuff. And then the following weeks, week 2, 3, 4, and 5, probably going to be the Ewok village on the lake. This is something I'm really excited for. It's probably going to be my favorite part of the mock, but there are a lot of cool things, as you saw, with the plans to get excited for. So guys, like I said in the beginning of the video, subscribe down below with the bell icon on. Don't miss these videos, guys. Drop a like, of course, if you did enjoy. Once again, huge welcome Huge warm welcome to Firestar Toys here for sponsoring the channel. Welcome to the team, Firestar. More than happy to have you guys on board. And you guys, like I said, use my coupon code down below. Go support Firestar Toys for sponsoring Building Endor in Lego. I am a senior in college. I have 2 more semesters left, including this one. I'm gonna be very busy, unlike a lot of other years. So definitely it's gonna take me longer than by the end of the year, 100%. I'm not rushing the mock. I don't really have anything planned. It's not going to a convention as of right now. So I don't know. We're just gonna sort of go with the flow, sort of like an Axis where there wasn't really a set timeline to finish it. We're just gonna build and see where we are in a few weeks. If I had to guess, 5 or 6 months. That could increase, that could decrease, all depending on what happens with the craziness in my work and the holidays and school and just other family stuff. So the honest answer is I don't know. But what I do know for a fact is this series is going to be the best series here on the channel. And like I said, you guys are not going to miss it. So stay tuned for that. But thank you all so much for watching the first episode, the first week of Building Endor and Lego. Like I said, tomorrow, guys, 12 p.m. Eastern time, my brand new studio tour drops. If you want to see everything that goes on behind me, you're going to want to make sure you watch that video. But that's it for today, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. I will see you later. Take it easy. Peace.